You will spend your life watching people, reading private letters, listening to conversations never meant for you, deciding who can speak and who disappears. You will help protect one of the most powerful states in history, a state that will collapse anyway. But in 1968, you don't know that yet. You are just a student in Moscow. And today, the KGB notices you. Level 1, the recruit. You are not recruited. You are selected. It begins quietly. A professor asks unusual questions after class, not about grades, about loyalty. Weeks later, two men wait outside your apartment. They know your name before you speak. They know your parents, your friends, the books you borrow from the library. You never applied. The KGB does not accept volunteers. It chooses observers. The interview feels calm. No threats, no promises. Only one question repeated again and again. Can you keep secrets? You say yes. Training starts immediately. Not weapons. Observation. You learn to follow strangers without being remembered. You memorize faces in seconds. You sit in cafes for hours pretending to read while studying everyone around you. Your instructors repeat one rule. The best agent is invisible. Crowds stop looking like people. They become patterns. Suspicion becomes instinct. You talk less. You listen more. You begin understanding something important. The KGB is not looking for heroes. It is building watchers. And now, you are one of them. You think you are learning intelligence work. You are actually learning control. Level 2, the operative. Your first assignment surprises you. You are not hunting foreign spies. You monitor your own citizens, writers, students, journalists, people who ask dangerous questions. You intercept letters describing private frustrations. You listen to phone calls filled with ordinary complaints. Most people are harmless. That does not matter. The mission is prevention. Fear works better than punishment. Sometimes you arrest someone. Sometimes you simply let them know they are being watched. A quiet visit, a conversation at work, a reminder. You tell yourself stability requires sacrifice. The difference between protection and control fades slowly. You stop noticing when it disappears. Watching citizens was only preparation. Now you will watch the world. Level 3, the case officer. You are sent abroad. Officially, a diplomat. Unofficially, a spy. Embassy parties become hunting grounds. Every handshake is evaluation. You study weaknesses, money, ideology, ego, fear. Everyone has leverage. Recruitment happens gradually. A friendly conversation, a favor, a secret shared. A scientist leaks research. An officer reveals schedules. A businessman delivers information without realizing it. Success means no headlines. Failure becomes international crisis. You live two lives long enough that neither feels real. But enemies are easier to understand than betrayal. Level 4, Counterintelligence. Now you hunt spies, including your own colleagues. Trust disappears. You investigate officers you once worked beside. A strange expense, a delayed report, one wrong conversation. Paranoia becomes professional discipline. Everyone watches everyone. You learn the greatest threat to intelligence agencies is not outsiders, it is insiders, including you. Observation is safe. Interrogation is different. Level 5, the interrogator. Your weapon is psychology. Interrogation rooms are quiet. No shouting. Silence works better. People break slowly. Sleep deprivation, isolation, uncertainty. Some prisoners are guilty. Some are simply unlucky. Your job is not judgment. It is information. You tell yourself the state must survive, but faces remain in your memory. You begin to understand intelligence work changes the people who perform it, not just the people subjected to it.
Level 6, the senior officer. You have spent years gathering secrets. Now you manage them. You leave the field behind. No more surveillance cars. No more midnight visits. Your battlefield becomes paperwork. Every morning, stacks of intelligence reports wait on your desk. Thousands of citizens observed. Hundreds of foreign contacts monitored. Dozens of operations proposed. You rarely meet the people affected by your decisions. A signature authorizes surveillance. Another signature ends a career. Another changes someone's life forever. Distance makes decisions easier. You begin to understand something few officers ever see. The KGB does not simply collect information. It filters reality. Reports move upward through layers of interpretation. Agents emphasize threats. Supervisors remove uncertainty. Analysts simplify complexity. By the time information reaches leadership, It feels certain. You help decide what truth looks like. Information controls perception. Perception controls power. You are no longer watching history. You are helping construct it. And systems built on control appear permanent, until small cracks begin to appear. Level 7. Directorate Leadership. The promotion brings influence and isolation. You now supervise entire departments. Operations span continents. Budgets expand. Responsibility grows heavier. The 1980s feel different. Economic reports become cautious. Public morale summaries grow shorter. Field officers quietly mention unrest. Factories slow. Lines grow longer outside stores. People complain more openly. Leadership demands reassurance. They want confirmation that stability remains intact. You learn how intelligence agencies survive political systems. You filter information, not by lying, by selecting. Some reports move forward, others remain in drawers. Truth becomes dangerous when leaders do not want to hear it. You convince yourself you are protecting stability, but privately, doubt grows. You begin to suspect intelligence agencies cannot protect a system forever. The question is never spoken aloud, but everyone feels it. Level 8. Collapse. Orders become inconsistent. Meetings end without decisions. Rumors replace directives. Officers begin destroying files, not out of panic, out of habit. Secrets must remain secrets. Informants stop answering calls. Foreign assets disappear. Some defect. Some simply vanish into the new world forming overnight. The Soviet Union dissolves faster than anyone predicted. Decades of certainty collapse in months. You spent your career defending permanence. Now permanence no longer exists. No enemy invasion. No final battle. Just exhaustion. The Cold War ends quietly. Not with victory. Not with defeat. With silence. And confusion. You walk through headquarters corridors once filled with authority. Now half the offices are empty. The institution survives, but the world it served does not. Level 9. The Survivor. You return to civilian life, officially retired, unofficially unchanged. You still sit facing exits in restaurants. You notice surveillance cameras automatically. You recognize deception in casual conversations. Friends say you are observant. They do not understand observation never turns off. Former enemies become business partners. Former officers become politicians, businessmen, consultants. Some adapt easily. Others disappear into anonymity. The skills remain useful. Understanding power never stops being relevant. You realize intelligence work never truly ends. It only changes environments. The world becomes louder, more open, less predictable. But human behavior remains the same. Fear, ambition, loyalty, betrayal. The tools change. The psychology does not. Level 10. The Ghost. You rarely speak about your career. There are no medals displayed. No official recognition. Most operations remain classified. Many never officially happened. History books describe events you influenced without knowing your name. You understand something most people never will. Power does not disappear. It transfers. Every generation builds systems believing they will last forever. Every generation learns otherwise. Some nights you remember faces, people you watched, people you questioned, people whose lives changed because of decisions made in quiet offices. You wonder which choices mattered most. There are no clear answers. Only outcomes. Time moves forward. The world forgets. But intelligence services continue. Somewhere right now, a student finishes class in Moscow. Someone notices him. A file begins. A pattern forms. An evaluation starts. Just like they once watched you. The cycle begins again.